Hello, fight fans, and welcome to the Combat Challenge podcast. My guest is Ben Ellis, a professional MMA athlete who has just competed on Cagewarriors 120 against Manny Akpan. Ben, thank you so much for joining us soon after your fight, brother.
No worries, mate. Thank you for having me on, like always.
No, man, I really appreciate it. Now, you only fought a couple of days ago. Can you tell me what you knew about Manny before going into the fight?
Say pretty much knew everything about him. I always look into the guys I'm fighting. I think if you don't, you're kind of missing a trick because all the information's there online. So we knew that he wasn't much of a wrestler. He's pretty happy to go to his back. We knew he's explosive. We knew about the diverse attacks with the spinning techniques. And we knew that he was dangerous, to be fair. So yeah, credit to him. He got the job done. But I say I'm already thinking about the rematch. I'm going to ask for it back straight away. I doubt I'll get that. And then basically every time I beat somebody now, I'm going to ask for the rematch until I get it.
Ben, if you can talk us through the fight itself, please.
Yeah. So well, we came out. Fair play to him. He's threw a lovely lead leg side kick, which again something we were expecting. He's thrown like a weird blitz attack, which again we knew that he'd like to do. So I just gave range away to avoid that. And then what we didn't really expect was he initiated the wrestling. So he shot on me. I've stepped the takedown. Ended up with a pretty dominant clinch, and then he's just pulled guard. Dan Strauss had a really good theory on why he was doing that. He felt that if Manny felt like he was in a position where he was going to end up getting taken down and land in a bad position like side control or half guard, he's not even trying to entertain a wrestling match. He's just going to bail on the whole thing, except bottom position. But in full guard, again, we knew that he has a good guard. In all fairness to him, that gym is well known for producing guys with good guards. So yeah, we've hit the deck. There's not a great deal going on. He's got a pretty tight whizzer with his right arm and my left arm. He's looking for wrist control on the other side, looking to set up a triangle. I say I nullified all that pretty easily. He was active off his back. He never got close to any sort of submission. And to be honest, I was just chilling out on top of him, let him work hard. It's tiring being on the bottom, especially when you're in a position where you've got a whizzer and you're holding on. Because essentially, if he lets go of my left arm there, the first thing I'm going to do is hit him. So he's holding on to me rather than me holding on to him. And I'm just relaxing. You think a minute goes by, 2 minutes goes by, 3 minutes goes by. Anybody squeezing for that length of time, your arms are going to get heavy. Obviously, we've got back up to our feet. He's broke, and fair play to him. He's obviously thought to himself that the second there's any space here, he's launching that kick, and he knows exactly what he's going to do. And he did. My back's to the cage, so I can't lean back because obviously my back is against the cage. So I've had to go to the side. I've gone the right way. He's kicked. He's spun to his right, so the kick's coming from my right side. I've stepped to the left to go with the kick. My guard's up. But if my guard is, say, I don't know, let's be generous and say that my guard is up to my eye level. His kick is connected with the top of my head / temple. And to be honest, that's the last thing I remember. The last thing I remember is breaking from the clinch. The kicks just wrote me off completely. So to be honest, like looking back, I'm kind of proud of the fact that I was able to keep my feet, even although I'm on my feet, I'm essentially unconscious, and I'm trying to stay in the fight. But say it was a good stoppage because that fight was definitely over. I didn't really wake up until so after Mark stepped in, the refs after Mark stepped in, the doctors come in, and then say 5 to 10 seconds after that, I'm in my corner, and this is where I woke up, and I said to my coaches, "Did I win the round?" And they go, "What? No." And I've gone, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll win the next two." And they're like, "Mate, the fight's over." And I'm just like, "What?" I haven't got a clue. So yeah, I'm fucking gutted, but I've got to give him all the credit in the world. Like I say, I honestly, again, I got to mention the people sending me messages. Like, super grateful for that. It's taken me something like 7 hours to get back to everyone. It was something like driving back on Saturday night and then Sunday morning. And a couple of people said, it's a lucky kick. It's caught you, and I'm like, nah, it's not lucky. It's not. He's thrown a technique, and that technique's landed. So there's nothing lucky about it. But yeah, it makes me sick as a dog. But I got to give him credit. So yeah, I took it on the chin. I accepted that. As soon as my coaches told me what had happened, I accepted it. Shook hands with him like a man, accept defeat, and then just because I accepted defeat that night doesn't mean I have to accept it in the future. So I'm gonna have to come after him now. I'll ask for the immediate rematch. If he doesn't want to give me that, then he has every right to do that, because I've had that before where I've beaten people and they've asked for a rematch, and I've said, look, why would I do that? Because I beat you again and it doesn't really prove anything. I think the only thing that plays in my factor in this scenario is the fact that I was handling him pretty comfortable up to that point. So obviously that's kind of interesting, where it's like, well, he was losing and then he's managed to put it out. So that's in my favor, but that's about it. The most likely course of event is I'm going to have to come back now in June for the next trilogy. I'll beat somebody, and then the first thing I'm going to do is call him out. And if he says no again, I can't knock him for it. If he does, I'll have to beat somebody else and I'll call him out again. And I'm just going to keep on him and on him and on him until I get the chance to get it back.
For sure, brother. And either way, so if Manny doesn't take the rematch and he's not happy with that, you're just working your way back up the summit, aren't you, brother?
Working my way back to him specifically. Like, hand on heart, somebody could come up to me and say, Ben, you can fight on this show. We'll give you £1 million to do it. Or you can rematch Manny for free. And I would rematch Manny.
Brother, I'd change my name by default to Manny just to get some of that money off you.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, Ben, thank you so much for taking the time out soon after your fight and being gracious in the way and talking to us about the fight. And I hopefully look forward to having you on the future podcast, my brother.
Yeah, mate. Thank you for having me on. Yeah, it's good fun as always.